Hello, it's Dr. Rowe here, and I'd like to just take a few moments, actually 5 minutes of your time, to share with you what I believe to be three amazing secrets about the unconscious mind. I've been involved with personal development and emotional development and speaking in front of audiences now for close to 30 years, and I've discovered some amazing things. These particular three things I think will have a massive impact on your own personal life, and if you're listening to this and you've got a pen and paper, please do take a note. And after listening to the video, just go out with an activating system in your brain that allows you to look around and see if what I'm saying makes sense, see if it's starting to show up in your lives. So the first thing is this: the unconscious mind connects with everything around it, and I mean everything. No matter what the situation you're in, there is a part of your unconscious mind that is connecting with energetically something that's happening in the background, somebody that's speaking close to you, an incident that's happening on the TV. It could be a change in the energy in a room, a group of people that you're actually associating with. It was Carl Jung that first of all really introduced us to the concept of the collective unconscious. And so when people are communicating, when you're communicating to another person, you will be giving off an energetic aura, a form of communication that other people can pick up on. And often when you get heckles on the back of your neck, you get goosebumps, you get an intuitive feeling, you can't put your finger on it, but something doesn't quite feel right, or something feels amazing. That's because your unconscious is starting to plug into that. What people don't also realize is this: that if you're in a negative state, if you're in an angry state, if you're in an aggressive state, that energy doesn't just transmit from you to the person with you, but it also connects with people around you. You can move out of that situation, go to another situation, maybe into a bank, or go and sit down with somebody to have a business meeting half an hour later, and they are still picking up on that residual negative energy because your unconscious is communicating it to them. So now you sit down at a board meeting. It could be a meeting where you're meeting with other investors, you're looking to raise money. It could be a family meeting. And what you're not aware of possibly is that your unconscious has carried with it all the negative feelings and energetic responses that you've picked up during the course of the day, during the course of the last year, and it transfers that across to other people. And it transfers it often through our communication, which is really the second secret I'd like to reveal with you, and that is this: that we communicate in a reverse language when we're talking to people, as well as a forward language. So even as I'm talking to you now, you can imagine that if I was talking to you in Italian, there would be subtitles maybe on this movie, or in French, and those subtitles would come up in English. That is what we call a reverse speak form of communication. So every single communication that takes place out in the world, whether it's on the phone talking to another person, in the forward language, there is a technology, a tool, we call it Elite Mind Technology. That is a tool that allows you to decode and listen to what somebody else is saying unconsciously through their spoken word. If you're a presenter, if you're looking to sell something or educate people or persuade people or speak to an audience of 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 5 people, when you're communicating to them, please be aware of this. You may not believe it, you may not even be aware of it right now, but I can tell you we have proof. We have physically been able to show people their own unconscious communication. This has been going on for 30 years, by the way. So whether it's in front of an audience, if you're in a couple situation like a relationship, there you can see that lovely couple on the screen there. People communicate even in relationships at an unconscious level, whereby one person says one thing, but they actually saying something completely different in the reverse form of their communication. In groups, it has been found that the collective unconsciousness can be derived from a communication that happens amongst the group. So 2, 3, or 4, 5 people talking, somebody overhears that, they actually are picking up on their unconscious communication as well. So that when a person is speaking verbally, orally, in a forward way, unconsciously the reverse of that is sending a completely different message. And this is the third message I want to get across to you, is that the unconscious can have a contrasting view to the conscious mind. And this is quite scary and also exciting. When we've done work with people, when we've physically helped them and we've had them communicate, talk about something, share an idea that they've been having, when they've talked about it in a public way or through a private way, through a recording, for example, we've been able to play that back to them in reverse, pulling out specific messages that are in contradiction to, that are not congruent with the thing that they're saying in their forward speech. And of course that can be a challenge because somebody might be feeling internally that there's something not quite right, They're feeling upset because when they talk to other people, those other people don't seem to align with who they are and what they say. That's because what we found is that the subtitles are not actually giving out the truth of what they're saying in the forward language. So I get people that say, well, look, I can't raise money. I've been talking to 50 people, 20 people, 10 people in the last couple of months. Every time I talk to them, nobody's interested in giving me money. I go and look for opportunities. I can't seem to find opportunities. That is because what we found is there's an unconscious set of beliefs that we might be holding on to, and we communicate them through this reverse speech process that I've been talking about, the subtitles. And of course, if we get it wrong, we don't attract opportunities to us. However, in contradiction to that, or in contrast to that, if you get alignment, everything happens. You literally can tune in to your unconscious mind, get the alignment right, and you can actually start to attract all sorts of opportunities into your life. And that gives you the green light to create what we call complete harmony between your forward and your unconscious language patterns. And what I would suggest to you, if you're listening to this, if you want to find out more about this, do take the time to contact us. Go to info@elitemindtechnology.com or go to our website and contact us there. And our goal is to help you as much as we can, maybe give you some tools to help you move forward. But at this stage, start to notice when you're talking to people how intuitively your unconscious actually tells you a lot more about the situation than you realize. So my name's Dr. Rowe, signing out. I hope you've got some value from this, and I'll see you very soon.